2024 Money in the Bank.
Could have been better, but it was good.
Could have been a lot better.
All right, jumped into the hot take right away on the No DQ podcast. Pissed me off.
Yeah, it was. The men was a freaking waste.
Yeah, it was. And I was playing around online today, and I feel like I'm not the only one that felt like that. And there's a up and down about it. But one other thing I did here is it completely backed up what I said last night when I said that it'll shine the women's Money in the Bank more this time because there's not going to be something on the other end. So it could better work for Tiffy that it went down like that. I just thought it was a big waste because everybody knew it. It was very predictable, and that's what everybody was saying too. Is very predictable, and everybody knew that his dumb self was going to get in there and win the dang thing and go in there and jack it all up, and exactly what he did.
Yeah, it was by far, in my opinion, the women's Money in the Bank was the best match.
Oh yeah, it was
by far.
By far, even better than the main event.
Oh, very much so.
I even called that in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
middle of the show, I called it. It's going to be a complete beatdown, and they're going to be left laying there, and they're going to be standing there. It was all predictable. The only thing that was not predictable was the women's Money in the Bank.
Right, and it was the best one. Even performance-wise, it was the best one.
Yeah, because you didn't know who was going to take it.
Yeah.
Oh, we were that close to getting Chelsea that.
I know.
And
yeah, it was so close.
For all the games she played and funniness she did that whole match, she took the biggest fall of the whole match.
Was there any word on Zoe Stark? That looked fucking like it hurt like hell, man.
I haven't heard anything.
Man, that was a bad bump.
Yeah.
In Io's booty.
Oh yeah. That went.
Yeah.
I wish Lyra would have won it. I was more for Lyra, but I'm glad Tiffy won it, and let's see how they do this with Tiffy because she's so versatile.
Oh yeah.
She could be heel or face.
She is money.
Yeah. She's good. Personality, and she's got a good thing going. So I'd like to see that.
Yeah, definitely. So let's kind of recap the match here, the men's Money in the Bank. Any notable spots in that you remember?
No. I just remember just thinking the whole time, better not win this.
Yeah. A big ass scratch that Andrade got on his back.
Oh yeah. And yeah, some of the spots on there were pretty decent. And some of them didn't really make a lot of sense. Like them saying that they put the ladder into the other ladder for balance.
Yeah.
How is that balance?
You're athletes. You don't need balance.
Yeah.
You don't need that crutch.
How is that balance? I don't even see how it would be balanced. It's a ladder laying on top of a rope. Does it give it? And I can see if it was lodged in somewhere, it'd be one thing, but I don't see how there's any balance to it.
Yeah.
It's wrestling. Don't look too deep into it.
True. Very true. No surprises as far as comebacks or anything like that. I mean, I was surprised there was no surprise, no Wyatt 6, no Jimmy Uso, no Roman.
It was
none of that.
It kept it real simple. The whole night, real simple.
Yeah. Hell, for the women, Nia didn't even show up.
No. None of that. You didn't see Liv wasn't out there. None of the Judgment Day was there. And if they were,
Charlotte, nobody, yeah.
That could have been taped earlier.
Yeah.
With all of them. But I don't know. It was just a real simple show.
Yeah.
And
very simple.
It was one of those pay-per-views that goes real simple, and it's kind of like, yeah, because
no progression. Yeah,
we've seen all of it coming.
Oh,
the only we get a little bit of progression from the the Damian Priest spot of him keeping the title.
Man, that I rewatched that spot when Seth Rollins hit the Falcon Arrow on him. That was a 3 count, but the refs just stopped fucking counting.
Well, there was a couple things that I was running through my head too about what happened. I think the timing was messed up with production.
Yeah.
The music was supposed to interrupt the count.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly what I was about to say. Exactly. Yeah, that was a production flop.
Mm-hmm. But it happens. It didn't ruin the match.
No, but
really
it made
weird.
people question. You know what I mean?
And I bet you it pissed off Seth.
Oh, very much so.
Because it made him look stupid.
Yeah.
And it's really nobody's fault, but it is somebody's fault. But guys like Seth and them and Punk would have been really mad about it too, because they want everything to go perfect, flawless, and then somebody else has nothing to do with it, jacks it all up. Frustrating, very frustrating.
The people that are supposed to be there on point weren't on point.
Yeah, and it makes them, they were stupid,
taking shots or bumping lines or something in the production truck.
Yeah. They're taking shots. It's just a party in the truck.
Yeah, just a big ass party.
Oh shit! Got the Hot Tua girl in there and everything. Whoa, what's going on here?
Got the Hot Tua girl and the Gut girl.
Oh yeah, they're all there. They're all there.
They're all just hanging out, having a big ass party.
If we're all over here, who's in there? Nobody. That's why the referee looks stupid for not counting all the way.
Yeah, he totally stopped in the middle. I mean, it was just blatant.
Yeah. So that was the men's Money in the Bank. There went McIntyre winning the damn thing. Just climbs up there and wins. And that annoyed me just as much as it annoyed me that Brock Lesnar did that.
Yeah.
It was the same feeling.
Yep.
This is stupid.
Yeah. Very much so.
I gave my choice words right when it happened.
Yeah. It was disappointing because he doesn't need that. He's got his match for SummerSlam already. He's got, and now that's all he has left now because he cashed in. I mean, and lost. A la CM Punk. Thank you, Punk.
Yeah.
But now he's back to square one, being whiny ass Drew.
Yeah. And so what was the second match?
It was Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker.
Yeah,
for the IC
that
title.
match pissed me off too.
How do you have somebody as dominant as Braun Breaker lose to a mid-carder Sami Zayn? Clean.
Yeah. So it just basically says Sami Zayn is better than Braun Breaker.
I don't see that.
I completely 1,000 disagree. I know there's people that'll probably disagree with me, but I think that he's coming up so hard, you should have had him lose another way. Hell, me and that guy in the pay-per-view chat too. I said, it's not going to be a clean win. And he goes, no, there won't be a clean win. It's going to be a DQ or a count out or whatever. I was like, that's exactly what I feel like. Even if Breaker loses, don't pin him clean.
Yeah. And I like Sammy. I'm a Sammy fan. But that was a BS moment.
Yeah, it was a bad move. It was a bad move.
For sure.
But then, like Jiggly said, maybe it makes Braun even more mad than it makes him more of a monster and more angry.
But where is it? Does that put him in the Drew McIntyre status?
Yeah. So he's just running around all mad and everything like that. What, you think he's going to get another quick title defense right away? He lost clean. He has no argument. What are you going to do? Put him right back in the title? You can't right away. Yeah, he has no argument.
He's got to build back up.
Yeah. Or go do something else, which is ridiculous.
He's that push away from just blowing up big. And I thought that's where the direction they were going to go.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So I can see him doing something tomorrow, but what are they really going to do?
Right.
Going to do? Go after Sammy and beat the brakes off him? If he does, then I guess that would start a feud back up. If he just goes out there and just completely destroys Sammy for no reason at all, and then Sammy's going to want his get back, and then they're going to run it back again, and maybe they'll put it on him. But I completely disagree with the clean pin win.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either.
Sammy didn't need it.
No.
Not at all.
Sammy's over regardless. Like you said before, he's over regardless. People are going to still like Sammy, regardless if he's champion or not.
Yep. if he would have lost to Braun last night and then showed up on Raw on Monday, he's still going to get this huge pop. Everybody's going to love him.
Yeah. If not more so, because like you said before, I mean, just taking words from you, man, he just he doesn't need it. He doesn't need that push.
What do you think of the finish of the Braun Breaker match?
I kind of called that was going to happen because they were in Canada.
But pinning him clean and just putting Braun down like that?
I don't know if that was the way to do it. I don't think it'll take anything away from Braun.
Yeah. I don't think Sammy really needed it, though, because like we said earlier, Sammy's over no matter what.
Well, Sammy needed that from where they were. But, I mean, I didn't think that's... I called...
Yep. Sammy was going
to win. I called for him to win because they were in Canada. But I really thought Braun was going to win that.
So that's what we were talking about. Where do we go with Braun now? He has no reason for a rematch. Absolutely no reason. He got pinned clean.
You got to look at what PLEs are coming up.
SummerSlam.
Maybe they have something bigger for Braun.
I don't know what, but we never know.
I guess we're going to see, though.
Yeah. I hope he just comes out and destroys Sami Zayn tomorrow and it starts up a more of a feud. Because it wasn't really a feud to this build-up. It was, I want a match. And Sammy goes, you want a match? You got it.
And what about if Sammy won in Canada because they were in Canada? What about if they do a rematch and he loses it, like...
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Tomorrow.
I can see that. They've done it before. They've put they put the big spot on the big show, and then the night after, or 2 nights after, it used to be the night after. Now 2 nights after, it's on Raw. So we'll see where it goes. I just hope that they didn't squash Braun. I think they had a really good thing going there.
I don't think they squashed him. I mean,
he's an intense mid-carder.
I was kind of thinking maybe
he's got potential, man.
So much potential.
He has a lot of potential, and he will. I mean, he's going to do big things. Being he don't get hurt.
I love the push-ups. He did the push-ups off the pin.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was so Scott. I loved it. I popped for that one big time.
Me too.
All right, and then what do we have? We had the Priest
and Rollins match. Yeah,
it was a good match
up until the end.
Yeah, the middle actually.
and we touched on it already that 3 count that wasn't a 3 count.
Yeah, the production problem.
Yeah, that and you hit it right on the head, man. It was full production. That was production to a T.
Oh yeah, because he was probably supposed to hit. It was almost as bad as Nathan Jones showing up late after the freaking fact. And then he just stood on the outside of the ring. He didn't have anything to do anymore.
Yeah. Or was it the Shockmaster falling?
Yeah, exactly. Everything just fell apart, literally.
Yeah.
I think it was lack of communication.
Yeah. Well, there should be no lack of communication. We got a plan. The plan is in place. So be ready for the plan. Be ready to hit the music right when he hits that. Hit the music like I'm a production guy, but hit the music right when the ref goes down to count and then brings out Drew and it breaks up the count.
Right.
So
you didn't have to wait till 2 to hit the music. Hit it once he starts counting.
And then there's 1, 2. What the hell? And then everybody's looking at the entranceway, and here comes Stupid walking in the middle of the match when everybody's still perfectly fine. It's like, come on, Drew. You just messed everything up.
Yeah. Like he had to oil up again or something.
Yeah, he ruined everything. But I love it because, once again, I'll just go ahead and be that guy. Didn't I say that Priest gets it? And then it becomes a battle with all of them. Punk got Drew back. Drew's pissed off. Now Seth is pissed off. Now Damien's in the mix of it. It's just starting that whole big old giant could be a triple threat, could be a fatal 4-way, could be anything good. And
Yeah.
that's what I said a while ago when I'm like, everybody wants to take it off of Priest. Why don't you keep it on him a while and let this start building up more? Let Seth
Elimination
more
Chamber.
built up. Yeah, exactly. Let him get more built up. Keep this feud with Punk and Drew going, and the feud is already set with Punk and Seth. So you're just going to have to get all that, keep on bringing all that up,
Yeah.
and it'll work. I think it'll work good.
I don't think there's going to be a feud with Priest and Drew and Seth. SummerSlam's coming up. Priest is going to fight Gunther.
Yeah.
So the feud is going to be Rollins, McIntyre, and Punk.
So what do you do with Priest then? Just show him the door?
He's going to feud with Gunther.
Priest?
Yeah, because they're going to fight at SummerSlam.
Yeah. So that's probably what'll happen tomorrow night. It'll probably start building.
They're going to start setting that up.
And then now it's going to be the time of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
So Priest is going to have Gunther on him, and then he's going to have to worry about the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
And he went out and did it without the Judgment Day. Now he's going to wear that. I did it without you guys.
Yeah. You can see he was super annoyed with Punk being there, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
That somebody interfered in his match. But as champion, you have to almost expect that, honestly.
Oh, yeah. You're the hunted.
Yeah. They're going to they're going to put all the cards against you, and then you just got to overcome.
Yeah. A lot of people think it's a lot nicer when they drop the belt because the target's not on your back anymore.
Yeah. Oh, like, who was it that said that?
I know a UFC guy said it. Matt Hughes.
Yeah. Or was that maybe... No, I don't remember.
Get the target off your back.
Yeah.
All right, everybody chasing you down.
Yeah. Like, thank you. You did me a favor.
Whoever said that was probably is probably a really good champion.
Yeah.
I think the Judgment Day, I don't think they're going to have a big, like, McDonough and Finn, they're the tag team champions. So they're going to have their own feud. So I don't think that's going to be a big major thing with this Gunther Priest thing.
But they're building something with Finn and Priest, though, honestly. They're building something.
And I really think the breakup's about to come.
I don't think it does until Rhea gets there.
Mm-hmm.
But when Rhea gets back, she's not going to be a member of the Judgment Day.
Yes, she is. There's no way.
She's going to come back as a face.
But she's still going to be Judgment Day. There's no way you do it without her being Judgment Day. You think you just bring her back and completely ignore that she was Judgment Day?
Oh, she'll have a feud with them. They'll be.
That's what I'm saying. She's going to come back as Judgment Day. Then the demise of the Judgment Day will start, and she will start becoming a face against Liv Morgan. But you have to have her come back as Judgment Day because that's what she left. Then in time, you will get what you want, and the Judgment Day will fall apart. Because every time we have this conversation, that's all you want is Priest to lose the title and the Judgment Day to fall apart and Cody to go to the heavens and save everybody.
Don't say I didn't tell you.
Everybody hates on my Judgment Day, and everybody wants Priest to lose the title. And that pisses me off, too, because so many people always talk about how fast Priest is
title. It's like, that's fucked up. I think it's
really messed up that everybody just counts him out right away. Unfair.
Everybody counts out Cody. I'm for Cody. Right.
Cody.
You just did that.
I didn't count out Cody.
I know Cody's not going to drop the belt to anybody.
No, I think Cody's going to drop the belt. To who? I don't know. Maybe Solo. I don't know. but I think Cody's going to drop the belt, and I don't think it. It may be a SummerSlam. I'm not saying Cody don't. I'm not saying I want Cody to keep the belt for 1,000 days. I'm not saying that, but I don't think Priest is going to keep the belt that long. I think Priest is going to lose to Gunther. That's just the way that's just what I think.
Very well could happen, but it don't seem that's going to happen right away.
Yeah, I don't see being a fighting champion in WWE right now. You're not going to have the longevity of a Roman Reigns.
No, you have to be a heel to keep the belt that long.
Yeah.
And like, look at Damian Priest. Damian Priest was a heel. That's why he kept that briefcase for so long.
Yeah.
This was a heel. And so he could tease it, get screwed over by it, everything like that.
Let's see. I guess next was the women's Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Best match of the night.
Yep, I agree.
I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
A lot of good spots in there. Chelsea Green being hilarious. Just everybody goes out for a ladder to begin, and she just stands in the middle like she's lost.
And I don't think I'm the only one who was wanting Chelsea to secretly win, because the crowd was going crazy when she got up there.
Well, she's originally from Toronto.
Yeah, well, then why didn't they give it to her then? They gave it to Sami Zayn.
Well, Sami
Zayn to her
Zayn's
too.
Quebec, isn't he?
Canada's
Montreal.
Canada. They're all the same, aren't they?
Montreal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But she was I think she was the only true, besides Trish, true one from Toronto there. So
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know. I don't know if how they see Chelsea Green in the back, but she's funny. She can wrestle for the most part. I think she needs to work on her punches.
Why? She's got that one loaded right.
Yeah, it's all it is that one, but it looks fake as hell.
I know, because just the way she throws it
Yeah.
so loaded.
Yeah.
She throws it almost like an MMA straight, you know? Ow!
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, all of them look good. Naomi was
I feel
maybe the caveat to that whole group. Not singling her out, but she just didn't look the part last night.
She's
Looked like a
always
filler.
Yeah, it's always a spot for her.
Yeah.
Just like when you get Kofi in the Royal Rumble or in those ladder matches, it's always a spot for him. All the time, just spot after spot after spot. It's like you're not really doing anything productive. You're just doing an awesome spot.
Yeah.
And how close was she to winning it ever?
No,
Once?
not even close.
Wasn't.
No. Chelsea was closer. She was all the way up. She had her hand on it.
Yeah.
And
I
who
mean,
else
everybody
did?
else in the match was. Everybody else was right there.
Stark had the coupler open.
Yeah.
And then when they started climbing up, she let it go. She had
Yeah.
it open. All she had to do was lift up and pull it out.
Yep.
I think the right person won the match. And don't like
Yeah.
her, but I think she's gonna get a push. Well, she's already being pushed.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's already got it.
and her
Tiffany
plans. I rewatched the post show before I went to bed last night, and I think her plans are going to be to go after Bailey.
But if she's trying to form an alliance with Nia, Nia's got Bailey at SummerSlam, or if that's what Nia chooses to do, because she's got the sure title.
And that's why I'm saying that if Nia does win, I don't think that she's going to cash in this Money in the Bank thing anytime soon. She's going to be kind of like a Priest did with his. He waited the whole freaking term. So
I think
that's
she's
what I
gonna-
see going on with her.
I think she cashes it on Nia. If Nia gets the title and they're friends, and then she cashes it on Nia. And that'll be a good feud for her, because how big Tiffy is, Tiffy would size up well against Nia.
I think anybody sizes up well with Nia. Maybe
Yeah.
Piper.
She's
But
just non-wrestling. She's
Yeah.
I don't know. She's
Just
not
say, look at
good.
the physique of Tiffy, as opposed to Lyra, as opposed to Becky.
Mm.
You know, I would say that she's up there with the Queen and with I can never remember her name. Alicia, no, the one with the hair. God, why do I always forget her name?
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair. I
Yeah.
don't know why I forget her name all the time. I can never remember her name.
Miss Montez Ford.
Yeah, Bianca. She's a specimen. She's strong.
Yeah. But they pushed Nia to be that big, strong, formidable force, but she's really not. She's just sloppy. She's not strong. I mean, I shouldn't say that. The times that her strength was tested and her endurance was tested, she failed. That's what I'm going off from.
Yeah.
The two spots with Rhea in that match where Rhea had to help her pick her up, that just ruined it all for me. You can't bill her as a
No.
formidable force and powerful when she can't even pick somebody up. That's half her size.
Remember
She
her
is
getting
a
it?
bulldozer.
Yeah.
Remember her getting in a fight with Charlotte Flair in the middle of the match,
Yeah.
being unprofessional?
Yeah.
Who busted Becky's face?
Yep.
Who drops people?
Yeah.
It's almost like a Brock Lesnar. You're big and you're strong, but you're dangerous.
Right.
Dangerous.
Yeah. And dangerous, not in a good way.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not saying dangerous is like your gimmick. Not dangerous like Rhea.
Right.
You're dangerous is you're a risk to wrestle, and you're going to hurt somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And that's not good for business.
No, it's not. But she's part of the Noah family, so she's kind of got a shoe in. Like that one girl who said that to her. The only reason you're here is because your cousin works here.
And that's probably right.
It is.
Was that Bex?
It might have been. It probably was. She's one of the people that could get away with saying something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of them could get away with saying shit like that, but Becky could get away with saying stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Then the main event, Bloodline versus Orton, Rhodes, and Owens.
I was not invested in that at all. I could give a crap less about that match because I knew exactly what it was going to be. They're giving us the Roman treatment. They're shoving the Bloodline down our throats. We all hate it, and they just keep on doing it to us. And now they're using Cody crybabies as the build for them. So if they keep on beating up Cody, they're going to keep on getting a lot of heat, and that's all they're going to do.
I just don't see them. The only one that fits the bill is Jacob Fatu. He's the only one that fits the bill.
I think they're all ridiculous.
Tama Tonga and Tongaloa.
They're little.
Yeah, they're small.
They're all
Tongaloa
little guys.
is pretty big.
Pretty big. The Usos are still bigger than them.
For like thickness, I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tongaloa is thick. Jacob Fatu is thick. But that Tama Tonga, I call him the Samoan Beavis. No.
It's going to be interesting what they're doing with that.
Yeah. I just can't stand the fact that they're small. And like, look at the bloodline. Jimmy and Jay were decent size. Roman's a decent sized guy. They're all big sized guys. And now they got all these little short guys, all these small guys, like the filthy animals.
Yeah.
They're all little guys. They're all little cruiserweights.
Yep.
You're going to tell me you guys are taking out Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes,
right,
and freaking Kevin Owens?
I'm starting to become a big Kevin Owens fan, man.
Always been.
I like that. That dude has heart, and he's going to just keep fighting and fighting and fighting. You have to beat him within an inch of his life.
Yeah.
To beat him. because he's going to keep coming at you like a spider monkey.
Over and over again.
Some funny chants at FU Solo and Roman, and
That's what they did with Roman.
yeah,
Everybody hated Roman,
yeah,
and then they kept on putting him back on top.
Yep.
Kind of like giving it to us like we're children. They'll get used to it.
you're
But
going to like
Solo's
it.
not.
No.
Solo's nowhere near the caliber of getting a world title.
No, hell no.
Especially they put it on him though.
They probably will.
God, I
Especially they
hope.
put it on him.
I mean, look, he's a freaking tribal chief. He ain't nowhere near caliber for that.
No, he's not.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Did
but-
he ever? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like I said, it's all building up for Roman and The Rock to come back. And I think Roman's going to come back way before what we thought. I mean, I'm looking for Roman to be back in a week or two. That's just me.
I think it's too soon for that.
I could see SummerSlam at the very earliest.
Because you got to let this, when's
When's
So-
Elimination Chamber?
not till September or October. Elimination Chamber is the build up before Survivor Series, isn't it?
Yeah.
SummerSlam, Elimination Chamber, then Survivor Series.
Well, they got that Bad Blood in there too now. Oh, that's in October.
October.
Yeah. But what's the Bad Blood going to be? Because did you see the video for Bad Blood? It had
No.
Liv with the title. It had Priest with the title. And I'm not saying that that's set in stone, but why did you give us all these guys with their titles still in the setup?
Yeah.
I think Roman come back at Bad Blood. It makes sense.
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
Roman and Jimmy show up.
It'll be
Roman,
before that,
Jimmy.
but
I'm just saying Roman, Jimmy,
Okay.
and Paul Heyman.
And then they bring Jay in.
Just to take out all those guys. But then what do? You take them out,
Right.
or you let them take out the original bloodline, and then they get stronger. They're still little.
I don't foresee if that happens. I don't know, man. I can't see the new bloodline beating the old bloodline. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. There's just not enough there.
No.
I mean, Solo on the mic. I mean, he's. No, I can't say anything because look at me stutter, trying to think of stuff. But he's not believable.
he's average, but he ain't good.
I wouldn't even call him average. I'd call him still green.
He's green,
Very,
yeah.
very green. NXT, he didn't have to talk. He just came down, whooped ass, and left.
He didn't say nothing for I don't know how long. For
Yeah.
a long time. He said nothing.
And did he ever win the NXT title? I don't think
so.
he did.
I mean, as far as I know, he didn't.
So you're going to pull him from NXT without winning that title to come to the main roster and win the big title?
I don't think he had any time.
No, and
No.
they pulled him up because of Roman.
Yeah.
Pulled him up for
That's-
Roman. And that's why they
that's-
pulled up all those other guys. They pulled them
Yeah.
all up for the Samoan dynasty.
Yeah.
The only
So
reason
what
why
do
they
they do
pulled
with
them all up.
What do they do with him after that? Did they just sign short-term contracts?
I don't know. I don't know where this buildup is going. Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. And the only one that I feel should be on the main roster is that Kane guy that you kept calling Kane last night.
His pants look like Kane.
Yeah. And who was that? Jacob Fatu?
Yeah.
He's the only one I believe believable on the main roster.
He looks like he could be a Umaga.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'd rather see him go out, no pun intended, but go out solo and do it himself.
Yeah. And you know, a thing you could push for him is who was Umaga's rival.
Cena?
For a while, he was.
Very possible.
Big Match John. Big Match John is the one who first beat Umaga. Nobody could beat Umaga. He was completely untouchable until Big Match John showed up, the modern day Hogan.
Got to think he's coming back for a year.
Yeah,
What-
but why would they pull him? Why would they pull him out of the bloodline though? If they're trying to build that, why would you take him out? He's the intensity of it. Unless you're the other guy who looks like Tommy Davidson from Ace Ventura 2.
I think when
Yeah.
Roman comes back, I could see somebody leaving that bloodline. And it may be Jacob Fatu.
What do you think? Roman comes back and joins that bloodline and takes it over?
No. I don't think that. But I could see when Roman does come back, he has a lot more than Solo even thinks he has.
Oh, well, yeah, because he's already completely developed. He's completely over as
So
his character is
see-
completely over.
I could see Jacob Fatu leaving the bloodline and going with Roman.
Yeah.
And that's just me. I mean,
Well, there's a
But
million different
something-
ways they could do it.
yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen. We can all expect what's going to happen, but all I know is there's some crazy shit about to happen.
Well, there always is. It's wrestling. It's built on craziness.
Yeah.
And we still have ring returns coming too. Got Punk
Yeah.
coming back to the ring. Still got
Next pay per
Charlotte.
view
coming
is
back.
SummerSlam.
But that
Well,
don't
I
mean it's
guess
all
we'll-
going to happen at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot happen there.
I think
Hopefully they
you
don't-
maybe see Charlotte in
That'd be cool.
SummerSlam.
Where does that put her? Is she going after Nia?
Oh, absolutely. I think she
Don't
takes
go
Nia
after
out.
somebody.
Oh yeah, she's going to have to. 'Cause she's going to be right back in the title contention. There's no way that
Oh.
they're going to they're not going to mid card Charlotte. She's
No.
going right back to the title.
Yeah. And when's Beck's coming back?
Who
Who
knows?
knows? Who knows?
You got Tiffy with the title, or Tiffy with the Money in the Bank. You got Nia as the queen going to challenge Bailey. You got Bailey as the champion. You got Liv as the champion. You got Rhea coming back after Liv. And I don't foresee Liv really defending the title against many people.
No.
I think she's just it's gonna be here and there and here and there.
Yeah.
But I bet you anybody who Liv gets now is gonna be believable that she could beat him.
Yeah.
There's really nobody that's that big that's not believable right now.
She's going to hold the title until Rhea comes back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sure.
She has to. Or there's no reason to build this up.
Right.
They're building it up for Rhea to come back and get her title back from her. And who knows? They might put the title right back on Rhea.
That's what I think.
I could totally see him coming in and pulling a smash match and just taking the belt from a Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston kind of style.
Yeah.
But, and another thing I see Rhea coming back after the belt and taking on Liv, and Dom has something to do with the finish.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he's going for Rhea to help Rhea, but he screws her over and Liv gets the pin, and then now it still plays that way, and then now it's going to be Rhea's mad at Dom, and then she's going to be like, F the Judgment Day, and all Albert's dreams are going to come true, and she's going to leave the Judgment Day, and they're all going to fall apart.
I don't think they all fall apart. I just think there's going to be a new Judgment Day without Priest.
Or Rhea.
and Rhea.
I don't know what it would be.
Who else
Oh,
would go in that?
you know what? They could grab another bunch of little guys, and then the little guys could beat up the bloodline little guys. It could be a little guy feud. Be like midget wrestling.
Hey, They got-
LWO
still
takes
got
over Judgment
Dominic.
Day.
Yeah, little
they
guy,
still got Dominic. They still got McDonut.
little guy, and Finn, little guy.
And the Apple dude, what's his name? Carlito.
Yeah, if Carlito stays in there.
I think he's got a contract for a little bit. I don't think it's long, but he does have a contract for a little while. And him and with them, fills a spot.
Yeah.
Or they do what they always do. Make it always look like it, and then all of a sudden they're just strong as hell. And they don't
But
break
what
up.
about if they don't break up at all? And a way that Priest can keep the title is they help him out against Gunther.
They always help him out. And I can
Yeah.
see him doing that. Because that would be kind of messed up too. To how many times has Gunther had a shot at it?
None.
None. So it would be like him just walking in and taking the title right away. I think that's too easy for Gunther.
That's the way Priest keeps it. And then if they
And they could feud for a while.
interfere, that don't put no backlash on Gunther. He still gets a push.
It could bring Kaiser into it too.
Prolongs. And the Judgment Day stay together.
Yeah.
You see?
But the thing about it
I'm
is,
on your side there.
well, I
But
appreciate.
don't give no crap to my freaking dang Cody Rhodes.
Oh, all that was just to defend Cody Rhodes. You
Little
gave
bit.
it to me so you could
No.
backhandedly defend
I was
Cody.
speaking what I think, but don't give me no crap on my Cody. I'll
I
come
think-
over there and I'll cut your toenails off.
Get my fingers too. I need to get those today.
Or I'll handle that when we get out of here.
Oh, you're gonna give me a manicure?
I'm gonna
Manny
eat
Petty?
first.
What are you eating?
Meatball stew.
But I can see Rhea leaving the Judgment Day and Liv being in it.
Don't you think they would have put Liv in it already? If that
No,
was the
not
plan?
yet. Not yet, because they can't do her like that. They can't do her dirty like that and go ahead and switch her out while she's gone.
I mean, she's been pushing so freaking hard to get in that freaking faction.
Well, yeah, of course she's pushing.
I think she's kind of like a de facto member right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it
And
all
like Finn's fine with her being there because she's the reason they're tag team champions.
it kind of looks stupid.
Why?
As hard as she's trying,
But you got to think kayfabe storyline. Rhea is their sister. You can't kick family out like that. So that's why they can't make that move yet. You got to wait. It's almost like them replacing Big E in the freaking in the New Day. You
Yeah.
can't. It's family. You just can't replace it like that. When she comes back and then they go at it and then it builds reason and story on why Rhea wants to leave, then Rhea will leave. They won't ever kick her out.
yep, and Dom interferes.
Yeah, always. Dom will always interfere. That's what Dom does.
Yeah.
But
Daddy
all-
Dom gets it done.
Daddy Tom.
I just heard
All right,
Liv
so-
call him that again.
Great time. I'm
what's
gonna give it I gotta give it a D. I'm gonna give it the D. I didn't like how there was botched parts that should have never been botched. They did no direction with the men's money in the bank at all. Not even a little bit. They did no justice to that at all.
That was a filler.
I mean, it was dumb.
It was a filler.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you have, Damian Priest, the way he did it, you just never knew when he was going to do it. But Drew was like, "Ooh, I got it. I'm going to spin it right away," and then lose. He pulled a Baron Corbin.
Mhm.
Baron even did it better than that.
He did. The shining spot as a whole was the women's Money in the Bank, by far, and that's the only reason why I gave it a D. is the women.
Well, I give it a C, and I'm going to agree with you on that. And the only reason why I'm giving it a C is because the women's Money in the Bank. I think the right person got it. Wasn't my choice, but I think right person has it, and it was a dang good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. It was a very good match.
We're gonna shine light on SmackDown now.
Yeah,
They always, I mean, that's been like that for a while now. I think.
Well, now really Tiffany can do whatever she wants just because she's Money in the Bank.
Hmm.
She don't have to stay SmackDown. She can do whatever she wants. She could come over to Raw if she wants to.
And I really thought that the Wyatt Six would show up and do something, even though it was something little. So that kind of was upsetting, if I could say that.
yeah. No special returns, nothing like that. Nothing.
Big Match John.
And
Oh yeah, I came right out of my seat.
I did. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh.
I'm a John
I
Cena fan.
yeah,
I mean, I
I
don't
used
mind
to hang
John
out
Cena.
with John Cena when I was on that tour.
I'd rather have seen other stuff.
Spent a lot of time in his bus.
I mean, I'm not a hater of John Cena by any means, but I think his time has passed.
Yeah, he's
His
just,
last
he's been
time is
away.
now.
yeah. All he's doing is he said he's coming out to have fun for a year. Now, somebody told me last night that she thinks John Cena's he's coming back to beat Ric Flair's record because they're
Wow.
tied right now. And I don't disagree with that, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen or not.
Whose call is that?
Mike lives over here.
No, whose call is that to give them the title?
John Cena.
Not John
Triple
Cena's
H.
call.
Triple H
Triple
said in the press on the post show that John Cena put out he's calling his own ear.
He's calling the shots.
He's calling the shots.
I don't think they should put him over Flair. I think they should keep him tied.
Yeah.
I'm a Ric Flair fan, but I'm more of a John Cena fan.
I'm completely opposite.
I like them both.
I really stopped liking Cena when he dropped the whole thugonomics and turned into the positivity guy with all of his different colors and stuff like that. I won't call him the cliche Fruity Pebbles and everything like that, but that's kind of I think we lost a lot of what John could have done. And like Rick said too, could have been great if he ever went heel. Like he always said about Steamboat. Steamboat could have been one of the greatest, but he never went heel.
John Cena was too over as a face. I don't think he ever would go heel.
Exactly. And that's the problem. That's the
Hogan
problem with
did it.
Cody. That's the problem with Cody too. Yeah, look how Hogan flipped the industry on its head
Oh,
by doing that.
big time. Yeah.
Yeah, by doing that, he flipped the whole industry. Could you imagine if Cena would have done it out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have changed everything.
Yeah. It'd have been industry shifting. Yeah.
But he didn't give no when he's coming back, what he's going to do. I mean,
Yeah.
They probably don't
I'll
have a clear
listen.
direction. It might not have a clear direction yet.
they said it's all written. Triple H said Nick Khan okayed it.
Nick
It's
Khan
all-
doesn't work for them no more. He quit
When?
like months ago.
WWE?
Yeah.
No, Triple H said last night Nick Khan's still ahead of him.
That's not what I heard.
Triple H said it last night. Said him and the TKO board and Nick Khan are all for what John Cena put in front of him, and it's a go.
So
Yeah,
John Cena's winning the title.
I don't know.
Who's he taking it off of?
I'm not calling that. I don't think John's coming back. To me, I don't think John's coming back to win any titles. He's just coming back to go out his own way. have fun, like he said. I don't think he's winning a title. I don't think that's what he's coming back for. But he's going to be back for a year. A lot can freaking happen in a year.
Less than a year. Mania 25 is his last match.
The what?
Mania 25 is his last match.
Nope. He's going through
That's what he said.
December of 2025.
He said last night WrestleMania was his last match.
Well, he said he's going to be there until December of 2025.
Yeah, his last in-ring moment is WrestleMania, but he'll be there. He'll be there past 2025. I think he'll be backstage. He'll be some capacity. How did I put that last night? Ambassador. He'll become an ambassador for the WWE.
He might. I
But
don't know.
he'll always be linked. He'll always be linked to WWE. Always.
I sure don't like the freaking damn not even giving a hint of what's going to happen, though.
So, Benny, did you give your score? What do you got?
F.
F Drew. F Sami Zayn. F the Money in the
Man,
Bank.
come on, don't hate on
F
Sammy.
all that. F all of it. But honestly, I'll give it a C because Tiffy is the Money in the Bank and Priest walked out with his title. As much as everybody wanted him to lose it so bad, Priest walked out with the title. Amongst all the stupidity that was spinning around in a circle, well, Drew McIntyre, the only stupidity out there. But amongst all of it, I thought that spot was pretty decent because it made Drew look stupid, and especially with the likes of CM Punk, who's not dumb, Priest, who's not dumb, Seth Rollins, who's not dumb, and you have one dumb idiot standing there. Yeah, the common denominator is the idiot.
Yeah.
And he's the one who messed up the whole Money in the Bank, too. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way they played it out. I think they could have done something else without ruining the Money in the Bank. But on the plus side, at least it does give shine to the females' Money in the Bank because there's no caveat to it. There's not another side to it. Now there's only one Money in the Bank that you can focus on.
Yeah.
And it does good for the female Money in the Bank. And the last match with all that stuff, I could give a crap less about all that. The Bloodline is a freaking joke, and Cody's going to be over, and nobody's going to beat him until they're ready to not put Cody over anymore. And it's just going to be what it is. Because I bet you take Cody out of that Bloodline scenario with Kevin and Randy, nobody gives a rat's ass about it. The only reason anybody cares is because Cody's a part of it.
Yeah.
Nobody would care about it. They're using Cody as the bait, as the bait for the marks. You know what I mean? Everybody wants Cody so bad, so they're just using him as bait to keep it going. Why do you have the world champion who's completely over, stuck in a stuck in a triple threat tag match against 4 guys? And every Friday night on SmackDown, it's the same crap. Just stupid. They're doing the whole Roman treatment again, but instead of using Brock Lesnar, they're using Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was glad that Priest kept his title.
Yeah. Going on a positive here, want to give a shout out to my boy Greg, 2520 Studios.
My music guy.
He's the shit. Y'all go check him out. Check out his band, 10 Cent Revenge.
Put a link in the bio.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. 80s rock. If you're into 80s rock, that's your jam. It's my jam.
If you liked any opening to Raw, you'll like that stuff.
Yeah.
It's good. It is really good. And we got a new intro for it and outro for it.
Yep.
So
yeah.
It's
Thanks for the music.
Debut of it.
Yeah. It'll be great. Good stuff.